Okay, welcome back to the channel. Something kind of fun today, Rogue Urethane bumper plates. So I've been looking at buying new bumper plates for a while. I had the old Titan big bumpers, economy bumpers, and I'll be honest, the Titan economy bumpers worked well, but they are really thick, and it's a good problem to have. So as I did things like landmine, as I started to really get my squat and my deadlift, well into the 400s, you start to run out of sleeve length on the landmine or just on the regular barbell. And really, let's be honest, I was just looking for a reason to spend more money and buy new plates. And I did a ton of research. These are the ones I bought. I bought the Rogue Urethane bumper plates. Of course I did, because they're one of the most expensive bumper plates you can get. And we'll talk about that. So why get Rogue Urethane bumper plates? A couple things. One, if you've never touched a urethane plate, it is just a cool, it's got kind of a sandpaper feel. It's grippy enough. I'll be honest, it's not as grippy as a rubber bumper plate, but I've had them for over a month and I haven't had any issue. You can see how vibrant the colors can be with these urethane plates. Extremely vibrant. All urethane plates are pretty expensive. Rogue is no different. I looked at like the Titan urethane. To be honest, they weren't that much cheaper. They were cheaper, but if you get the Rogue urethane plates in a set, it is free shipping. So that's something to think about. If you buy them a la carte, it is not free shipping. So I bought the big set and it's well over $3 a pound. So I ended up spending well over $1,000. And then I also got some extra plates with it. What I was disappointed with is when I went and bought extra plates, aside from what I got in the set, they charged me shipping. Even though they gave me free shipping on the set and they were all sending it in one shipment. If I wanted to get extra 25s or extra 45s, Rogue will charge you shipping on those. So that's something to think about. I was a little disappointed in that. They come in 10s, they come in 25s, they come in 35s, 45s, and 55s. I love 15s. Don't ask me why. Well, do ask me why. I love 15s because I think 30 pounds is a nice jump for a lot of things that I'm doing. So I like 15s. They don't have 15s. Wasn't a deal breaker. I ended up buying the Rogue Echo 15s. They kind of look the same. They're rubber, so they're not urethane, but I do like 15s. These Rogue Urethanes don't have them. A couple things about these urethane plates. If you look at the chrome plated steel disc in the middle, these are cool because you'll see, notice there's no bolts. If you look at like most most competition type bumper plates, the steel disc may or may not be chrome plated, but it's typically bigger and it's typically got bolts. And I can show you on my Titan. I have a Titan bumper that has that. The thing with it being one piece is it's just one nice solid constructed piece. It's also going to reduce the risk that this over time comes apart. So that's really cool. Just very well made. I would say this, if you're looking for a nice set of plates, you're not going to go wrong with these Rogue Urethane bumpers. I don't think the camera does it justice, but they're extremely vibrant. Who are these for? To be honest, these are basically going to be the last weight plates you buy, but they're extremely expensive. If you're doing Olympic lifts and dropping over your head, I would recommend something like this because they can take a ton of abuse. If you're just doing normal lifting, like even somebody like me, I power lift. So, sometimes I drop them when I'm deadlifting, but I really don't drop them much even when I'm deadlifting. This is probably overkill, but for me, it was cool because I just wanted something nice, something new, and something vibrant. So they are expensive, but they are extremely nice. With that said, Rogue, The quality assurance piece in Rogue is terrible. If you've watched my channel, you've seen that I've had to send back things like the monolift attachment. I've had to send back the spotter arms because things weren't welded right, things didn't fit right. It was no different with my Rogue urethane plates. So let's get into what was wrong and if Rogue's customer service came through. Okay, if you'll notice on this 25, see that dark mark there? That's kind of rubbed into the urethane. So that was the plate that Rogue sent me to replace this plate. So you'll see here on this 25, you'll see right around the ring there, there's a huge gap. In the 45, there's almost like a hole in there. And then on the 25, around that seam. My concern was, if that continues to widen, these plates are going to fall apart. The rest of the plates were perfect. I might not have said anything about this in the blue 45 and that little pock mark. I might have let that go, but when I saw these 25s, I mean, for a premium price, you expect a premium product. I reached out to Rogue. They sent me for free a brand new 25 and a brand new 45. Thank you, Rogue. The 45 they sent me was this, that while it had, you know, perfect everything else, it had these huge black marks. So I reached out to Rogue again. They sent me another 25. So long story short, Rogue Quality Assurance, a big fat F. Rogue Customer Service, A+. The final thing on these Rogue urethane plates that I liked is they're thinner. They're a lot thinner than a normal bumper plate. I'll give you an example. The 10s, they're 0.78 inches. The 25s are 1.57 inches. The 35s are still under 2 inches. They're 1.88. The 45s just over 2 inches. Where if you look at like my 45s on my Titan bumpers, they're over 3 inches. And then the big old 55s, even those are just 2.28 inches. So comparatively, especially if you're looking at bumper plates, high temp bumper plates, these are going to be a lot thinner. You can get more weight on the bar. It's easier to store, takes up less room. And so that should be a consideration when buying these. It was one of the biggest considerations when I ended up buying. I almost went to calibrated plates, but I just thought that the calibrated plates for me at home would be a little bit more loud than I wanted it. And these urethane bumpers, they are sound suppressing. So when I'm in here doing deadlifts at 5 in the morning, the rest of the house isn't going to want to hear that if I have calibrated plates. But these do a really nice job of not being very loud. So anyway, do I recommend them? I do, if you want to spend a lot of money. But for most people, there's probably better options. Thanks for watching.
April was born in December. They hung a white cross on